Analisa Six here with the Lady of Leisure and the Sober Curator to bring you the August 2024 horoscope for the zodiac sign of Aquarius for sun and rising placements. Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to Leo season. We are in the fixed fire sign of the zodiac, which is actually the polar opposite of you. You are the fixed air sign, and Leo is the fixed fire sign. So we're actually in your half birthday season. And sometimes this can be a little challenging for people depending on what you have going on in your natal chart. I also am going to let you know I'm keeping these videos super short because I don't have a lot of time to do them and I'm trying to just get through all of them. But I'm almost done. You're the second to last sign of the zodiac. I have you and then Pisces and we're good. So I kind of don't feel like I have to rush as much anymore. But one of the things that happens, this used to happen for me a lot. It doesn't really as much anymore now that I've learned to kind of integrate my relationship to energies through astrology. This is why I like astrology so much. It's like kind of helped heal this for me. But when we are in the sign that is the opposite of us, so like when it's the season of our half birthday, if we don't have a lot of energy in that polarizing sign, it can sometimes feel discombobulating, like the energy is pulling us away from something that's more inherent to who we are or our true nature. And so Leo energy rules the fifth house, which is the house of self-expression and creativity. It's the house of pleasure, joy, fun, expressing the inner child. It rules performance and theater. And Leos like to emanate a lot of light and share, but more in a way that has to do with what we want. So it's how I want to share, how I want to be in a way that's comfortable for me, not necessarily what's comfortable for you. Aquarius rules the opposite house, which is the 11th house. And that's the house that is connected to friendship circles, groups, organizations, political organizations, but also this could be clubs. And Aquarius tend to be more people pleasing and more self-sacrificing. There's more of an emphasis on what do other people think of me in a group setting and am I fitting in with the group, where Leo has more of this independent energy, even though Leo also feels that way a lot of times. Leo's more of like, how am I leading or influencing the group? Where Aquarius can be a little bit more in the background and okay with it. Leo wants to be more at the forefront. These are general things. I know plenty of Leos who are super okay with being in the background. I'm one of those Leos that likes to be in the background. I also really like to be the focal point too. And I know Aquarius in the same way. I know Aquariuses that are super Leo-like, that like to be in the dominant. And again, it depends on what you have going on in your chart, but I'm just bringing this up because it's a big theme during Leo season for Aquarius people to get pulled into this opposite energy that maybe sometimes feels uncomfortable because you're in this other area that has to do with kind of like, how do I nurture the group or the community? And Leo's over here saying, no, let's focus on building yourself up and you being more confident, more independent, more empowered. And the area of the horoscope chart that Leo hits for the Aquarius horoscope is the area of relationships. So the sun, we start out August with the sun in Leo every year. And so the sun is highlighting the seventh house in the Aquarius horoscope. And the seventh house is the house that rules partnership and relationships. So this can be romantic relationships. This can be friendships, best friendships. And it can also be business partnerships. So anywhere that we have a partnership dynamic is getting highlighted when it's Leo season for Aquarius. So you're getting pulled more into that energy right now. The other energy that we have starting out August is Venus in Leo. And Venus, as of today, August 4th, actually has left Leo, but we started out the month on August 1st with Venus at 25 degrees Leo. Now, this is an important thing to think about because last year on August 1st, we had Venus at 26 degrees Leo retrograde. We had a Venus retrograde in Leo that was really pivotal for a lot of relationships. A lot of relationship dynamics came up for everybody. We're all working through and sorting that out. Now, a full year later from last year, August 1st, Venus is back in the same place, but not retrograde anymore. And there's an opportunity for growth and healing around the same themes that you were encountering at this time last year. So ask yourself, where were you on August 1st, or even just the first couple of weeks of August? What were you working through? And then think about where you're at this year and, what have you learned? How have you grown? What relationships are coming into your life now that are here to teach you something? So that's a big theme. Mercury is in Virgo starting out the month, and the area that we have Virgo energy for Aquarius is the 8th house. The 8th house is the house that Scorpio traditionally rules, but here in the Aquarius horoscope, it's Virgo. And the 8th house is a pretty major house. The themes are sex, death, rebirth, shared assets, taxes, resources, and also the occult and our connection to the underworld and those themes. So it's a big house, and Mercury here, Mercury is the planet of communication. It enhances our mental state and problem solving abilities around all of those themes. So you get a big boost in that part of your life during August, because Mercury is going to be going back and forth here. And Venus is also going to be entering this area. I'm about to talk about it. But first, I want to mention Mars and Jupiter in Gemini. Gemini energy is really positive for Aquarius energy. It makes what's called a trine, so an easy aspect. And where Mars and Jupiter are hitting is actually the area of the chart that Leo traditionally rules. It's the area of the 5th house, which is the house that represents our creativity, our self-expression. It's where we find joy and pleasure. It's all the Leo themes, but in Gemini, it has to do with communication. It has to do with our perspectives, how we analyze information. And Jupiter here wants us to grow and expand, and you're going to have Jupiter here the rest of the year. Mars is going to be here until September, and Mars can bring some tension and conflict. So we might be kind of getting pushed to grow in the ways that we express ourselves. Might be a little bit out of the comfort zone, but it's also action oriented. There can be conflict too around creativity. So maybe you don't feel like things are moving as smoothly as you would like them to, but you're supported in kind of exploring that and pushing it forward. Okay, so let's backtrack and talk about August 4th today. So today we have a new moon at 12 degrees Leo. This is a really positive time, since this is happening in your house of relationships, to set intentions towards the types of relationships and partnership dynamics that you want to manifest and cultivate into your life. Mercury stations retrograde in that 8th house at 4 degrees of Virgo. So again, we're in a reflect review process around the themes of taxes, debts, shared resources, assets, sex, death, rebirth, and our relationship to esoteric and occult studies. And then Venus is entering that house of Virgo. And this is actually a really positive energy for all of those themes. So wherever Venus is, she's bringing blessings. You have all these blessings on the 8th house right now. So that's happening today. The next major shift of energy we have is Mercury retrograde moving back into Leo. That's happening on the 15th, 16th. And that is going to enhance our need to reflect and review relationship dynamics, and also probably bring up some communication around that as well. And Mercury is going to be in Leo the rest of the month. So communication dynamics within partnership dynamics is a theme for the rest of August for you, Aquarius. After that, August 22nd, we have the sun moving into Virgo. We officially enter Virgo season. This is enhancing that 8th house as well. The sun is shining a big light on all of the 8th house themes that I've already mentioned. And that's going to be for the rest of August. And then after that, we have on the 28th, Mercury stationing direct at 21 degrees of Leo. So whatever communication turbulence might have come up in relationship dynamics between the 15th and the 28th, we're going to start seeing some forward momentum around that once Mercury stations direct. The last major shift of energy that we have for August is Venus entering its home sign of Libra. And the area of the chart that this hits for you, Aquarius, is the 9th house, which is the area that has to do with our values and belief systems, especially around religion and spirituality. It's also the house of travel. So this is where we have long distance travel, and Venus supports that here, especially now that Mercury is not retrograde anymore. And then it's also the area that has to do with higher education and learning, as well as publishing and the law. So blessings come with Venus here, and Libra and Aquarius energy really like each other. So there's a harmonious trine happening from Venus to you in your solar energy. All right, Aquarius, I'm going to leave you there. Good luck this month. If you liked this video, make sure to hit like, subscribe so you get notified on when I post these every month. If you want to book a reading, my email will be in the description box. And you can find me at theladyofleisure.com and thesobercurator.com. All right, I will see you guys next month. Bye.